Good morning. We are in Sun Valley, Idaho. Actually, it's called Haley, which is south of Gimlet, which is south of Sun River. Not Sun River, Sun Valley. And we go outside and we look up this way, and we might just barely be able to see some of the ski runs up here on this mountain. They have a couple of little runs over on the other side on another mountain. But we'll make a right turn, then we'll swing left and go on our course back to Monterey. We've done all the spring skiing we're going to do. Let's get inside. We got the brakes on, and we need to come up on the power, and we'll turn on the other stuff first. We'll come up on the power, and we'll kick in. Then take the brakes off. We got the afterburners on, and we're really ripping. Here we go. And get the wheels up. No flaps.
Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie, continue for north departure.
No flaps.
Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
There we go.
Haley Tower Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie frequency
So we'll just
change.
go north here. I don't know where Gimlet is. I think there's a little airport up in Gimlet, and then Sun Valley is right here, and we're going to go by. These are our ski runs, I presume, and we'll see a few on this side and the next mountain here. And there we go. That's it. Then we'll come on around, and we'll turn on, go back inside. We'll turn on the scram, have the scram jets on standby, and light this up. We're up at 15,000. Mach 0.93. $20,000. Coming around. Getting on course. Look back at Haley and all that. Right down there is Sun Valley. Heading for Monterey. All we have to do is aim at the moon. I'm just kidding. It might be just that. One night on the mail run, I had the Big Dipper was right in front of me. For some reason, I only noticed it about once. So we broke through the sound barrier. We're at Mach 1.7. And we can look back again. Sun Valley area. And yes, it was the Union Pacific that was involved in the development there. And they were selling railroad tickets. It was a destination ski resort, the first one of its kind, and then later on they were the first to develop the chairlift. Before that they had rope tows, and you just had to use the old herringbone to climb a hill. And it looks like Mach 1.40, and we're climbing again. And we're looking for 100,000. This does not have a autopilot, so we can't put it on altitude hold, and we can't follow the course. We'll see how we're doing on the course right here. Yeah, we're coming back in on the course. We have a little cut, 10 degree cut on it. Mach 1.78. when we get up to Mach 2 something, or almost Mach 3, we will, the scramjets will kick in. See, these engines are the scramjets down here, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2, the turbojets will shut down. Okay, so we'll go in behind, and we'll watch for it to kick in the scramjets. And we're 2-4, and we're getting back on course, so we'll take this out so we can enjoy the view. And they should be kicking in here. Here, and we'll see that the gates for the turbojets close, and the jets will power down, and the turbojets, the scramjets kicked in, and the turbojets will now shut down. There they go, right there. 1 and 2 turn off. 60,000 will go on up to 100,000. It's nice having a little moon here. You can just keep steady on the heading while you're going through all this. We'll start going to drop the nose down, so we'll level off around 100,000 feet. We're at coming up on Mach 6. And there's Mach 7. It's really going. Now we're at 86, so we'll push the nose down a little more. We'll go inside so we can see the artificial horizon. And we'll get that little circle, our nose down on the horizon. And we'll hold our altitude. We're at 93. Yeah, we're going down a little bit. And our course just went over to the right, so we'll have to come back to 210 and come on up on our altitude. We're at 92,000 feet. There we are at 100,000. And we are at Mach 9.5, 9.6. Now we'll get our nose down on the horizon. And 210, we'll have to turn on our chart to see if we're holding our own on that to get back on course. And we should see Pyramid Lake come up on the right, and then we'll be close to Reno. We'll look down for that. I think that's Pyramid Lake right there. And let's see how we're doing. We're at 111,000. And we're kind of holding our own at this point. And 210, it looks like we're cutting back. Let's look outside. So let's see if we see Pyramid Lake right over there. And look down for Reno. And then we're going to see Tahoe after that. Yeah, we've got a little cut coming back on course. So we might just miss Reno. That may be Pyramid over there. We should be able to see Tahoe. Yeah, there's Tahoe. Right there, I believe, and I'll be able to verify that in a minute. Yeah, because here's Carson City and Gardnerville, so that is, and we're going right over Kirkwood, which is the favorite ski ski location of my son. We're starting to see the Pacific Ocean. See the San Joaquin Valley out there, and we can kind of let this start dropping down. We'll get in on behind here, and we'll just turn this thing on so we'll see the Bay Area lights at night. There we go. There we go. Coming up on the Bay Area. And we see the lights. Here's the bay right there. San Jose would be at the bottom of the bay. That's probably Sacramento right over there. And looking down toward Monterey, we barely see it. I can kind of see the horseshoe right there. So we got to come back on the power. And we'll go back outside. And we'll stay inside for a minute longer. And that definitely is the Monterey Bay. And we'll start coming down. I got the power back. We're down to Mach 6. You can see we're on course. Of course we're on course because we're going to land right in there. See how we overshoot. We can put out. Let's see, where are we? We're at Mach 5. And we're going to have to do a little turn out over the bay. And we'll turn the lights back on. Bring the sun up. That's called bringing the sun up. And we're going right over Pacific Grove right now. Right there, right under us is the Monterey Airport. This is the coast, south coast we call it, going down to Big Sur. Big Sur is right there. I got the speed brakes out. We're down to Mach 2, 60,000 feet. And we'll come back in and land. And let's see how we're turned here. We just come straight back. We'll make a right turn. And put it in a crazy dive. We're at Mach 1 point something, so we got to start coming around. Start coming around. 50,000. Come down to 20,000 feet a minute. Mach 1. Now it starts turning better. Now that we got to slow it down. And we're looking at Big Sur. Right up that way, it's Big Sur, that's Carmel Bay right there. Come back in at Pacific Grove. Yeah, that's Carmel Bay right in there. 30,000. $20,000. We're getting down there. Let's see if we get a little better resolution here. That's a little better. Look up towards Santa Cruz. Look up the coast toward San Francisco. We can look here. Take the air brakes off. And we want to head in at this point here, right along that little coastline, which is the shoreline between Pacific Grove and Monterey. And the airport is right there. That's the reason we want to kind of line up with that. So we're to 229. We're all right. We can see if our engines are working. So the turbojets, the scramjets number 3 and number 4 are turned down. And we go in here and go ahead and make sure they're not going to come back on and cause a problem. That's good. Go back outside. We got the air brakes off. You know, the only thing is to put the wheels down. We'll put those down in a minute. There's 7,000 feet. Yeah, not used to flying this back into Monterey, and we needed to shut down probably as we crested the Sierras. When we were over Tahoe and Kirkwood, we needed to start slowing down. I didn't start slowing down until we got halfway across the San Joaquin Valley. And it's kind of pretty looking down the coast, so we'll look at that view. And we'll put, actually we would see here, right here we see we're 11 miles from our destination, which is Monterey. And we can put the wheels down. Down to 4,000. Get back on the tail. Come in over Pacific Grove. Here's Spanish Bay right here. That's where Pebble Beach starts. The Silomar is right in there. So this is all Spanish Bay. Right. Well, this little bay here is bay. The settlers, the first people that came up the California coast, Spanish, I guess, they thought it was the Monterey Bay. Then they renamed it Spanish. So that would make sense. The Spanish Bay would be the Spanish. 200, we want to keep it about 200. Looking good. brakes. Yeah, we'll just hurry down here. And park in front of the terminal building. A little jog right here. Terminal building coming up. I don't know what we're doing with pipers and little machines out in front here. But we'll fit right in. Right there. All right. So we got to go inside, and we'll hit the off switches. There we go. So we are at our destination right there, Monterey, and we'll look out this way. And where I'm sitting right now is about 2 miles, maybe 3 miles, right in that direction toward downtown Monterey. And I was building a aircraft on this side. This is called the Navy side, and the Navy is no longer on that side. They have a little flying club, Navy Flying Club, over there, but there's a couple of old World War II hangars over there. And I used to work at Monarch Aviation, which is over here, and they've knocked that down and now have that for parking. Okay, that's the story. It's Mount Toro in the background. And there's Salinas right over in that direction. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.